Hey guys, what's going on? Yeah, I'm almost done. I got a couple of days left. Man, I've hit the wall pretty hard. Hit the wall hard about probably 3 days ago. It's all kind of like a blur right now, you know. Even now I kind of feel in a daze. Although check out this beard, this is pretty rare for me. I'm not a particularly big fan of facial hair, namely just because it kind of gets in the way of the mouth. Yeah, so man, I've just been, at this point I can tell it's definitely, I'm dealing with some pretty major exhaustion. Um, all I can really think about is like rest and sleep, and my mind feels a lot more slow too. Um, I've noticed that kind of when I've been on abstinence sprees, I've never done mass calisthenics along with this before, so I don't necessarily have anything to go on. But the couple of times I've done like kind of abstinence sprees, no fap stuff, is your brain definitely goes through moments of clarity followed by moments of kind of like haziness. And I know people who say they have sex all the time and stuff are constantly in the haze. If I had to kind of graph it, where it's like if you're having sex all the time, you're kind of here, and then like on abstinence, you're kind of sometimes lower and sometimes higher. So sometimes your mind's a lot more clear. Right now, I noticed the last couple days, my mind's been a lot more hazy. Maybe because my body's kind of breaking down. I need more rest than I'm getting. It's just I'm a lot slower with like the words too, where I'll be thinking of like a good metaphor or some sort of synonym or something, and it won't come. So I have to kind of dance around and come up with some other clever word. So yeah, hitting the wall about 3 days ago. Right now it's just kind of it's a slog. I know I only got a couple days left, so just kind of powering through. I really noticed the first major breakdown I've had is my front shoulders, from all the push-ups. They're just kind of really tense. I'm starting to get a little bit of tendonitis in my elbow, so I've just kind of been like switching it up, like doing wide push-ups or converting to dips, and so I've kind of been doing what I can with that. The rows I think have really helped quite a bit. I've maintained a lot of kind of mass in my upper back, so that's been good. Oh yeah, so this was interesting. I was doing kind of some bear crawls today. I kind of view that as like a hybrid arm and leg exercise, and they started burning pretty good. But I kind of really started focusing on just kind of like the mental strength I've been building during this whole thing, and just kind of meditating, of kind of zoning, not necessarily zoning out of the pain, but just kind of counting my breaths, where be like 1, 2, and I'm still going along while I'm doing this. And then what I really noticed was, because I had done like 2 or 3 laps, and it was burning pretty good. I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna start counting my breath and just kind of try to fade away the pain. And then I was surprised where, like, by focusing kind of the discipline I've built on just counting my breaths, the pain kind of faded away, and it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I get to the end of the lap, and then I'm like, oh wow, I'm at the end already. And it's really strange. It's kind of tough to explain, where it takes like, you need like a minimum prerequisite amount of focus to like activate focus mode. But then once you're in it, it takes some focus to maintain, but it's like, it's easier, so to say, than, oh my God, this hurts, my hamstrings are killing me, my shoulders, oh God, my wrist. So yeah, that was kind of a pleasant surprise, where, deep in this pain I'm going through right now, I found like a little, respite. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, here's a big one. So, in regards to girls, I went on a date with a girl, when was it? Probably about 4 or 5 days ago. And it was really funny because like she was acting kind of like coy, and just the way a lot of them kind of tend to be when like you're not their number one priority. And in the past, I've always like I've had a bad habit of kind of chasing girls that weren't interested, and but you know, on this whole kind of monk mode, I knew I wasn't gonna, you know, have sex with her or anything, because that would defeat the whole point. It was just kind of like trying to get out and, you know, meet people sort of thing. And it was really a reminder of my own value, because kind of old version of me might have been texting her afterwards, oh hey, had a good time, you know, hey, why isn't she texting me, you know, what the heck, it's been 2 hours, why isn't she texting me, maybe she didn't get my text, you know, like that kind of nonsense. But afterwards I was like, you know what, like if she doesn't want to be with me, you know, who cares, I'm happy with myself, I can provide myself entertainment. My camera cut out there, ran out of batteries, plus my puppy always gets so sad when I'm not with her. So anyway, I was saying about how kind of, you know, I've devoted so much energy and time and kind of will and discipline to this, that was like when I was on this date with this girl and, you know, she kind of was just acting coy and not necessarily feeling it. It was like I was okay with that, because I didn't need to chase her, I didn't need her to be happy. And that's kind of a, I guess it's a novelty I don't necessarily have that often, and I've only kind of recently started becoming that way. And it was just really cool, because like afterwards I could just leave, and I had just kind of left it on the table, so to say, where it was like that as soon as I was done with her, I didn't need to fantasize anymore. Oh, did she like me? Did she do this? Did she do that? And because it was like I devoted so much time to this that I wasn't gonna waste it just screwing around with like some girl that wasn't feeling it. Because, you know, I had books to read, I had stuff to write, still had to do like my meditation and stuff. And it's just kind of like I enjoyed it for what it was, you know. I was on a date with a girl, you know, I may or may not see again, and that's kind of all it was. I still had my own personal mission, and I think that's kind of a really important thing to remember, is you need your own personal, you know, goals. You can't have somebody else as your goal, you know, whether it's, you know, as simple as you want to beat some video game, or, you know, you want to write a book, or you want to bench press 200, or you want to run 5 miles, or you want a job, or, you know, anything along those lines. It needs to be your own like internal personal goal. And in a way, when you start sacrificing so much for it, it becomes like reinforcing in a way, because like you know, with like this monk thing I've been on, it's like right now I want to quit so bad, because, you know, I'm just so exhausted, and, you know, each single set's like such a challenge of will, and, you know, kind of really taking a lot out of me. But it's like the sacrifice of everything that has put me here. I can't let it be in vain. I think that kind of saying has kind of really resonated with me. I've heard it before, where like think about like all the sacrifice you've got so far, and then if you like give up or do this or that, then all that previous sacrifice is going to be in pain. So all the pain you've gone through, all the time, you know, all the money, all the friends you've lost, all these kind of things for whatever goal you're after, if you give up, then it has all been in vain. So anyway, guys, that's what I got for you. A couple days left, and just kind of wanted a heart to heart about I'm hitting the wall, but still just trying to press on to finish this. All right, see you.